Hey, Shalom. Shalom. All right, Shalom. All right. You know, we the brothers here from Great Millstone, Atlanta. We got some special guests in the building. We got the brothers from Memphis and Mississippi here. You know, we just gonna do an open forum live stream in the spirit. But before we get started, of course, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. All right, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, salutations, and much love to the elect of Israel scattered around the four corners of the earth, giving all diligence to make their calling of election sure. You know, like it says, more so open forum. You know, we just flowing in the spirit. You know, and we just want to speak on the spirit of prophecy, man. You can never go wrong with prophecy. That's right. You know, there's never a such thing as too much prophecy. You prophesy too much. Yeah. All right, because prophecy is pretty much how we got here, man, through prophecy. You know, so Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, his spirit is the testimony of prophecy. So we got to consistently speak on the prophecies written of in the scriptures, right. You know, and that's what separates the men of the Lord from the rest of these phonies, man. Because the men of the Lord will always prophesy, man. They will always speak about the things that were to come to the planet Earth, man. All right. So who's really doing the mass majority of the prophesying in these latter times? It's the men of Great Millstone.
The prophets.
Right? The prophets.
It's prophets, man. People got to understand at this time we're in, you have prophets to declare the downfall of societies.
Right.
Okay. And the raising up of another society. In the ancient world, that's what happened. You know, they prophesied the downfall of Daniel. He prophesied the downfall of Nebuchadnezzar.
That's right.
Okay. And then there was going to be a next rulership after, which was the Persians and the Medes. Mm-hmm. And now we're here back again, prophesying the downfall of Babylon. And the next rulership is going to be Israel. And this is the last go-round.
That's right.
You know, this is the last go-round.
That's right, okay? Man. You know, you got that Ecclesiastes 39:1. Go ahead, bro.
Ecclesiastes 39:1, known as a rock. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek after wisdom of all the ancients.
Go ahead.
And be occupied in prophecy.
Be what, brother?
And be occupied in prophecy.
Right. Now, did not the scriptures tell you in the book of Luke, it says, did not Yahweh Shai say, occupy till I come? Right. All right. So somebody, real quick, look up the etymology of occupy on their phone. You know, get some context, because it say a man of understanding will be occupied in prophecy.
That's right.
All right. So that means what? How do you occupy yourself in prophecy? First, before you can even do that, you got to know the prophecy. That's right. You got to know what the scriptures speak about, the things that's going to come. You got to know about the chip. You got to know about the missiles, World War III. You got to know about martial law and the pestilence and the famine. You got to know about Jacob's trouble. You got to know about spiritual powers and you know, the upliftment of the elect of Israel. You got to know all of these prophecies to even be occupied in.
Yeah, the race wars, you know, them things that's coming to pass, man. Mm-hmm. And it's new.
Yeah. You know? Pestilence.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to come to pass too.
That's right. Anybody got that word occupy?
I got it, bro.
I'll bring it out, bro.
It says, it's occupy. It says to take possession of, always to take up space or time.
Yeah, to take up space and time. Meaning your spirit got to consistently be looking for these prophecies to come to pass, man. Like that's where you get the root. That's the root word to occupation. You know, which occupation is what? It's a job. It's something that you consistently do on a daily basis. That's your occupation. These scriptures in this ministry is known as what? As a labor of love.
Right.
So if you really love this thing, what your spirit gonna be occupied in? Prophecy.
Well, I started going to the watchman. Because that's what the men of the Lord do. They watch.
That's right.
You know, they watch for what? They watch for the prophecy.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the spirit too, because the next word say employ. You know,
employ.
Yeah.
Because when you see your get ready to get a job and send an application, what's your occupation? You know what you do.
Right.
You know what you about. What you about. So what we're about is we're about bringing this word out, man. True, sincere.
That's right, brother. That's right. You know, and then you gotta make sure that you enter these prophecies, man. You know, that's the main thing, man. Prophesying, man. You know, warning the people. That's where the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai is at, in the prophecies, man. That's why when you read, was that 1 Samuel 16, when Samuel came to the city and they said, "What coming?" Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it real quick.
Yeah.
They were peaceably. Yeah. I'm gonna get it real quick, just to show that the prophet, the seer, had a level of power that had the people shook.
Yeah, yeah.
There's let me see. There's First Samuel 16:4. It says, and Samuel did that which the Lord spake, and came to Bethlehem, and the elders of the town trembled at his coming. So why are other men trembling at another man? Did that mean that this man must have had a level of power? Right.
And then on top of that, it's just like now, you started a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, whatever the Lord said, he went out there and proclaimed it through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And a lot of people, they was you know, scared about that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn, what's going to happen now? You know, you're a prophet. So why is he here? Why did the Lord send him here?
Right.
So they be like, oh, shit.
Is he here to shake the dust?
Yeah. You come peaceably. Is everything all right? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I'm going to continue on. It says, and the elders of the town trembled at his coming and said, comest thou peaceably? See? So they was like, hey, you coming in peace?
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you think? How you think these people gonna react to brothers in the near future, man?
Yeah.
When they start to see that spirit of power and that spirit of prophecy, you know, being drawn out of brothers. Yeah. These people gonna be trembling at the presence of brothers, man.
Right.
You know? And that's why now we have to make sure that we're occupying in these prophecies. Right. You know, bringing out these articles, bringing out this information, going into these words, you know, going into, you know, World War III and all of, you know, watching, man. A prophet is constantly in a state of watching, man. Watching your surroundings. Yeah. You gotta look for things in the spirit when you're moving and grooving out here. You know, let's go back to that Sirach 29, bro.
Okay, then I got a quick one too.
Sirach 39, Sirach.
All right. This verse 2 is Sirach 39. He will keep the saying of the renowned men.
Right, meaning the men that came before him, man. Right. The men of honor. So he was keeping them sayings, and that's why we do that. That's why we keep the writings of Moses. We keep the writings of Yahweh Shai and Elijah and King David, you know, Paul, you know, and who else? John.
Well, the generation of old.
That's right. We keep those writings, man. Right. And we apply those writings from thousands of years ago into modern time. That's power. These words are thousands of years old. Yeah. And they're still relevant. We still keep them to this day. That's power, man.
Hey, that's how you know it's no other book you can make with the scriptures, man. Because of that power.
That's right.
You know, what other book can you go
join
to
this?
Join this, man.
Yeah.
You know,
can't do it. That's powerful. These is I always say this. Man. You read these you know, manuscripts.
That's right.
You know, these old ancient manuscripts, man. And in 2019, you can read this book and look up, and you can see everything manifesting
right in front of your eyes.
Right to this day. That's prophecy.
You can't do nothing with this, man.
Well, you can't. That's why Esau had no control over this. He had no power over it.
Right.
He had the Lord gave him power over everything else. But he said, "Hurt not the wine and the oil."
Right.
So if Esau had the green light, this would have been the first thing he destroyed. Because he can't stop it.
Right.
He had to try to make the slave Bible, to try to alter it,
try to manipulate it, but he couldn't take away from it.
See, that's why they hated Nat Turner so much. Esau never talked about Nat Turner. Because when Nat Turner woke up through the spirit, and he knew that who he was, and he started that revolt.
And Nat Turner was a prophet.
Yeah, Nat Turner was a prophet, man.
He had to be a prophet.
Yeah.
You know, because he's hated.
Yeah.
He was a man. He's one of the most hated men in American history.
He found out that they was the devil.
Yeah, he had to be a man of the Lord. You know, you had something.
Yeah, Con. When you mentioned the scripture been written thousands of years until now, this scripture back up what you were talking about at Sirach 39, right? This is Romans 15:4.
That's right.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
That's right. So these things weren't written for us just to play around with, to collect dust, to use it as a the Bible on the dash. You know, that's not what this is for. These writings and these words were written for our learning. So we're supposed to learn this, and we're supposed to apply it into our life.
That's right.
And that's how you become in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, and then you start prophesying, man.
That's right.
You know,
say seek the old path.
Let's get that Jeremiah 6:16. You know, go ahead, brother.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
That's how you know that the scriptures is the comfort.
Right.
All right. Because the writings, all the writings are lies right here in this book. Right. And this is what gives us comfort, man. When brothers going through hell, man.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh and read.
And read. So if I could say another thing real quick, Elder, that's another thing, man. Make sure you read it.
That's right.
All right. Prophets are studious men.
That's right.
You know, prophets are men that look into things, man, that research, check things out, man.
That's right.
Okay. You want to balance out watching too many videos. Read, man. Read. And try not to read on your phone, man. Get back into the action style, man. Get in the book.
Scrolls, man.
It's an energy behind picking up a book, man. It's a spirit behind it. That's why the Lord put it in these words.
Yep.
Now, you know, I ain't saying it's wicked to read on your phone, but you know, this is why we have the book, man. You know, so read it, man. You know, go into it. Don't ever think just because you ate the whole roll that you understand the whole roll.
Right.
We ain't even really got deep in this thing, man. The mysteries of Yahweh Shema Shai is immense. It's manifold. So we gotta consistently dive back into the waters, right? Hey, remember the parable of the virgins?
Yeah,
you know,
5 virgins.
Yeah, and then they didn't bring no oil. Yep. This the oil. Yeah. If you want to keep your lamp burning, you gotta what? You gotta fill it back up with the oil. You know, this is your oil. You gotta dive back into the oil, man. Keep your lamp burning.
Right. Don't put it under the bruciel.
Right. Yeah. That's right. That's right, bro.
This is Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read. Right? No one of these shall fail.
Yeah, the prophecies.
The prophecies ain't gonna fail. All right. None shall want her mate. Ain't no other book got prophecy in it, man. Mm-hmm. No book you can link up with the Bible, man. All right. No book, not the Book of Morons, not the Jehovah's Wickedness. Mm-hmm. No book has not the Quran,
Book of the Dead.
Book of the Dead. No book has prophecies, man. You gotta understand. Look, we got on the side of our Bibles, we got precepts and this and the third. We ain't got no other books being referenced in these scriptures. Mm-hmm. You go into other books and read them. If you read different type of books on history or so-called prophecy, they have a scripture. They refer to the King James version. They refer to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to refer Jesus Christ and this. You know what I'm saying? And these other books. No other book. This book don't do that.
Yeah,
the other books do that.
Absolutely. Where's a reference to Muhammad the prophet in here?
Nowhere.
No goddamn where.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you mentioned references to Muhammad, right? They use Deuteronomy 18:18. You know,
right?
That's
talking about Yahweh
Shai, man. You know, that's prophesying Yahweh Shai, man. That's when they said the prophet shall. I don't want to butcher the scripture though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Is it more to that?
It's get into it. Seek out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. Mm-hmm. None shall want her mate. Mm-hmm. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them.
That's right.
Through this it gathered the prophets.
That's right. And he said, my mouth have spoken.
Yep.
So that means what? The Lord said he's what? He's a man that shall not lie. That's his word shall not return unto him void.
That's right.
Meaning every word that the Lord speak, every prophecy that's put out here, the Lord requires a return. He requires an answer. Whether you know it or whether you don't know it. That's why the Lord raised up prophets. Because his word don't go out void, man. Everybody's going to hear it. And the Lord, when the judgment comes, he's going to ask you, did you hear my words? Yep. So that's why the Lord word don't return to him void, like his vein. The Lord looks for a return. That's right. He put a prophecy out there. There's going to be a return from that prophecy, man.
Even when you go out on the highways and speak, you know what I'm saying, and your phone might die, you still prophesying, but you prophesying to the wind.
That's right.
Getting out that vibration of the spirit still getting out there, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm going to read this one more time. It says, and his spirit it has gathered them. And who did it gather? It gathered the prophets together. Okay? When you read this book, and when you put it on the Urim and the Thummim, you put it on the internet, how you think all these brothers started waking up?
Right.
Through prophecy. Mm-hmm. You see? Us on this computer and on the internet, World Wide Web, www, all right? Through reading these scriptures, you're an Israelite. Yep. Yahweh Shai, Jesus Christ ain't his real name. Yahweh Shai is his name. Mm-hmm. So-called white man is Esau. All right.
He is so-called. He is so-called black man.
Yeah, he's so-called black man. World War III. You know what I'm saying? Pestilence, destruction, the rising of Israel,
spiritual power.
Spiritual power.
Yeah.
Hey, through that spirit, they gathered us, and we tapped in through the spirit.
Oh, the chariots.
Oh,
Because everybody, everybody had that one thing that pulled them in.
Yeah.
When you speak to brothers and you ask them, like, some brothers like, when I found out I was an Israelite, that was it. Oh man, when I heard about the chariots, that was it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, when I heard about martial law and the chip, that was it. Yeah. So it's always a prophecy that draws a brother in, man. And that's the Lord. That's His word.
That's the word.
There ain't no fucking Islam, Salahi. There ain't no fucking Islam gathering no goddamn saints, man.
Hell no.
You got niggas that's claiming to be Muslims with blonde fucking hair, man.
Right.
Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
You supposed to be a profound Muslim. You got blonde hair.
This shit's simple, man.
And the Quran ain't gathering no goddamn body.
Yeah.
Man. That's why.
When
have you seen a Quran in a nigga's house, man?
You're right.
When have you ever been?
Quran.
Yeah, I ain't never really seen a Quran like that.
Either.
You see Bibles everywhere, man.
Yeah, you see Bibles everywhere.
That's why I say I will raise them up a prophet. Read the scripture. This is Deuteronomy 18:18. So I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command.
Like Yahweh Shah kept on saying, I'm about my father's business.
That's right.
He kept about my father. That was a prophecy. You know what I'm saying?
It cut that nigga that Yahweh Shah just a spirit.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they still gonna raise him up, a brother amongst us, like us. Man.
Yeah.
So Yahweh Shah came in the flesh, man.
That's right.
That's a cold cut.
That's what.
But see, they don't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
They try to use the scriptures to say that they refer to Muhammad. And then they try to use John 14, when it talks about the comforter to come. They try to say when it says he shall, bring you into. They try to say that was yeah, my pops was trying to tell me that. You know what I'm saying? We used to be me and this brother used to be in Islam back in the world and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit is out there, man.
Still stuck on that shit. Man.
Islam bugged Jake out too, man.
Islam
Islam did damage to your people.
Yeah, how about you, Mount Shah? I gotta love you to get you out that shit.
Man.
For real.
That's a real stronghold,
bro. I used to face the east. I used to pray in Arabic for real, man. I used to go to the masjid. Every Friday, bro.
Man, that's a real stronghold, man. That's how you know that. What separates the Quran from this is the prophecy. That's what made brothers get into this and leave Christianity. It was the prophecies. More.
Yeah, well, read that real quick, because I just wanted to hit on that point. That in His Spirit has gathered them, and we know the Spirit is the Word. It's the book. Okay.
All right. Revelation 11:11. It says, "And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them."
That's that Spirit that gathered them.
Yep.
Entered into who? Entered into the prophets. Go ahead.
It says, "And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them with solid."
See, great fear. Whenever the prophets come, there's fear. And it's really laying back off of what you brought out of Samuel, because whenever they see the prophets, you know what I'm saying? Oh, did you come peaceably? There was a fear. So now when we all rose up, now the whole world is in fear. And beginning with Esau, Edom. Because they know whenever the prophets step on the scene, they know it's
Now I said they would believe when Samuel said, "I come peaceably."
Good. So they know it. It's that time.
They go Wisdom of Solomon 5:1.
So through prophecy, the elites, they know that it's their time. That's why they push in the churches. Hey, I had a pastor and all of me. There's no prophets. There ain't no prophets no more.
Please.
They've been saying that. They've been saying there's no prophets no more in this new millennium.
It's prophets.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. See, matter of fact, somebody got John, real quick, the book of John 4:44.
It's called reincarnation.
4:44.
Yeah, John 4:44. Because you got people out here that say that there's no prophets. Man, prophets have always been, man. There's no end of the prophets, man. What it is people don't respect the prophets.
Yeah.
You got that John 4?
Yeah, I got
Bring it out, bro.
All right, this John 4:44, it says, "For Yahushua himself testified that a prophet have no honor in his own country."
So we can testify that we have no honor in America.
Yep.
So for people to say that there's no more prophets, that's testifying that we the prophets. Because we don't get no honor from you goddamn people, man. But soon we will. Hey, because the scriptures say what? They shall go from east to west, to and fro, to seek the word of the Lord, and they shall not find it.
Go find it.
You know, so and who they gonna be looking for? They gonna be looking for
crazy niggas
words floating in the sky.
Yeah.
They gonna be looking for the prophets. Because the prophets are the physical embodiment of the word, which the word is Yahushua.
Right.
So they're gonna be running and looking for the prophets and the understanding of the word, man. And where do you think the prophets gonna be at? Ducked off, chilling. In a state of seclusion, reserved, man. You know.
And I want to say, and Esau knows this thing, man. All right, they in fear. So only way to kind of lighten the situation up, they got to make movies.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, on the situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And the thing is, every movie that you've seen, it was a bum on the corner with a sign. The end. This, that, and the third. Whatever it may be. And soon enough, guess what? At the end of the movie, they always show that bum or that crazy bugged out person because he was right the whole time. And they know we right. They know. Great fear fell on them because they know through diligent searches throughout empires.
I was just about to say that. You know they've always monitored the prophecies to see if they are so or if they're not. And the conclusion that they're drawing is that these prophecies are so. And they telling the truth because we drew the same conclusion before they even woke up. Esau knew this before we even woke up, man. So now that they seeing it, they just even them seeing us wake up is confirming the prophecies, man. You know, that's a prophecy in itself. Us doing this is a prophecy. You know, you got something, bro?
Yeah. This they get kind of. You want to get the John Mayer? Or I got the Revelation 19.
Let's get that Revelation 19 since we on this.
Revelation 19 and 10. I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, "See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant."
Right, meaning the angel was telling him, "Look, I'm a brother. You don't have to. That's what John did. He bowed. And he said, "Look, you know, you don't have to. You know, I'm a fellow servant. You know, go ahead, bro."
And of thy brethren.
Yeah, so that was probably a member of the elect. Go ahead.
They have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
And that's how you know that John had the spirit of Yahushua on it, because all he got on the island of Patmos was prophecies.
Man, nothing but prophecy.
That's it, prophecies. So that was confirmation that he was in the spirit. Right. So he said that the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. You got to think about all them. You got to think about what he saw, the visions that he saw. You know, the angel coming to him, supping with him, and speaking to him in the spirit. You know, that's right. Giving them the breakdown on the he probably seen certain parts of America, man, that we living in now. He probably already seen it.
Yeah, seen New York City. Well, Revelation 15, he's seen that. He got the prophecy that the elect was going to be beamed up, and we were going to be looking to see a glass. He's seen America burn. He's seen it. He's seen it.
He's seen World War III. The kingdom of heaven coming down out the sky. He's seen it. He saw all of these things, man. You know? So the angel was comforting him and telling him that, look, the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. And that's why it said in the 10th chapter, in Revelation, the 10th chapter, it said that John should prophesy again. You know? He out here. He out here. You know?
I got to know. This is Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, stand ye in the way and see and ask for the old path, where it is good. I mean, it's like, where is a good way, and walk therein.
That's right. So we supposed to walk in that old path, man, because you know how you walking through the woods and you got a shortcut. Well, how the hell did that shortcut get there? Because the people that lived 50 to 60 years before you walked the same cut. It ain't just get there, you know, in one day. You had people that had consistently took that path. Then you was born, and then somebody told you that it was a shortcut, and you start taking the shortcut. Then you gonna grow up, and you gonna tell your kid to get a shortcut. Just take the shortcut. That's the path. But it's not a path that you started.
That's right.
That path been there, man.
Yeah.
And you got to follow that. You can't start a new path. Guess what's gonna happen? You start a new path. Running spider web, snakes,
ditches,
ditches. Just walk the path that was already laid,
Right.
which is the scriptures.
But see, that's why when John 10 speaks about the God climbing up another way. It's a set path. It's a set that straight gate. It's a set way on how we supposed to do this thing. You know, it's a set way how we do this. And you know, Jake tried to get into this truth and act like they, you know, higher than might, you know,
right.
high mind, or how you want to say it?
High and mighty.
Yeah, high and mighty for what? And they try to go another route to get to the kingdom. They ain't going off the old path. Right?
One way.
There's only one way.
That straight gate.
And ye shall find rest for your soul. But they said we would not walk therein.
Yeah, we would not walk therein. Meaning they, like the elder just said, they trying to climb up another way.
Yep.
They taking the long route, really.
Yeah.
The straight path is a dangerous path, but it's the shortcut.
You don't get there.
The broad way is longer.
Yeah, you got that fire on this
Now,
side.
yeah.
You want the water, you know what I'm saying?
Now, hey, look, check this out. Now, in order to get to the kingdom of heaven, your ass got to catch a nuclear missile.
Hey,
When all you had to do was just
listen.
walk this shortcut, and then you get it.
Follow the whole path.
They got to take the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah, now in order for them to get into the kingdom of heaven, they got to get a missile.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
But that's the prophecy.
Yeah,
Right.
that's prophecy.
Yeah, I got it.
You gonna bring it out real quick?
Yeah. This
Y'all was-
Second Ezra 7:7, it says the entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall.
Yeah.
Like as if there were fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water.
Yep. You got these guys out there on a little spin to the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna be with no camp. I'm independent. I'm independent. What the fuck is an independent Israelite, man?
Come on, man.
Come on, man. The scripture talk about being brotherly, being amongst the church.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You ain't no church if you just by yourself, man.
Right, you can't teach yourself either. So I don't know
Yeah,
how you can get
yeah,
independent.
That's a dumb
You know?
philosophy of you ain't gotta join no camp.
Yeah, that's
you
stupid.
ain't gotta follow no
That's
man.
yeah.
Okay, man.
That's the spirit, man. So you going to the right, you going to the fire. On this side, different philosophies on different ways on how you're supposed to come into this truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You looking to the left, you got the water. You know what I'm saying? That's different spirits and different, situations.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get yourself caught up in instead of going straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's better to be around the brothers. That's part of building the body.
Yeah. You're going to get there.
And then you gonna need a brother because you gonna catch hell. And who's gonna be there to comfort you besides the scriptures?
Yeah.
And the Lord, Yahweh Shah said, comfort each other with these words, man.
Mm-hmm.
So a brother down, a brother been going through some things. You ain't got to do no bringing scripture on the brother.
Mm-hmm.
You want they uplift the brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bringing comfort on like, oh yeah. Like go out, bro. I need that scripture.
Then another brother could be going through something similar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what he go through, he can give you comfort in that too.
Yeah,
You can say, well, this brother went through it. Yeah, you know.
That's why you got elders, man. Elders already been through what we going through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and more.
And more.
But we getting that spiritual, kick and understanding as well. You know what I'm saying? We started that, but see, we starting to understand more on what the elders were saying 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So now, oh shit, okay. Now we understand it. But then it gets to that point where work out your own salvation with fear and truth. Now you gotta, we all then got the what's that when you in a track?
The baton.
The baton. We all got the baton now. We all got the baton now.
That's why Paul said run the race, man.
Yep. Go ahead, finish it up.
Yeah, all right, verse 8, 2 Ezra 7 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
It says, one path, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could be one man go there at once.
See, yep. We working on our own salvation, man.
We
But it's through prophecy, though. Through prophecy, the prophecy said we're gonna go through this, we're gonna go through that, we're gonna be hated, we're gonna be afflicted. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't going by the ways of prophecy if you love by everybody, you and every other, different spin-offs to the truth.
Yeah.
African
Hebraic Israel.
Yeah, come on, man.
How the hell you gonna incorporate Africanism into the Bible, into the scriptures? That's trying to merge something that don't mix.
Yeah.
Like what the brother's saying, man. So walk the path, man. You got to look like African Hebrews, which you some of the dumbest, Israelites all over in the land of Israel through.
Yeah.
living by a nuclear waste site. Finished.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's because they didn't know the prophecies.
Yep.
You know, it's them Jason's going over there to Israel. They understand prophecy.
That's the honey only Israelites, man.
Right. Yeah, the honey only, yeah.
They don't want the bitter, man.
Yeah. Well, that Israel gonna be destroyed. If you read prophecy, Ezekiel, Israel, that land of Israel is gonna be destroyed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why would you even go over there? Because you didn't understand the prophecy.
That's right.
The men of the Lord is ones who understand that prophecy.
Right. Jake did too much anyway, though.
Nah.
Jake do the most.
Yeah.
Jake go out to the max on wickedness. He come down to the scripture.
Yeah, right. It's simple.
It's simple. Here it is. Before they woke up to the truth, they ain't never been outside the perimeter of their goddamn city. Yeah. Now all of a sudden you in Israel.
Did the Lord
out the blue?
Did the Lord say Israel's a bastard, man?
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Did not the Lord say He gonna gather us out of the north country?
Right.
In the lands whether we're scattered, we're gonna be gathered.
Right.
Come on. So that's a prophecy.
That's a prophecy.
Once you know that, you ain't gonna be looking to move out of America, man. You're just gonna take your spirit out of it. But a lot of you people, you lack faith. You don't read. You don't study. You don't pray. You know.
Fast,
they don't fast. No. They don't do the work. They damn sure don't do the work. No. And they wonder why they in the predicaments that they in, man. You ain't listening to the prophets, like you're doing the same thing that you never did. Yeah. You never listen to the prophets, man. That's why the Lord closed you down in this latter time, man. Right. The Lord closed you down from even being able to perceive what the prophets are saying, man. Because you always do this. That's why the scriptures say they misuse the prophets, man. Yeah. But I'm gonna say this, man. When the value of anything increases, the access decreases. And what do I mean by that? When the value of the prophecies and the prophets begin to increase, when these prophecies start kicking off, the value of the prophet is going to increase, but the accessibility is going to decrease. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to get right in front of a prophet like that. That's why the scriptures say get it. You pretty much supposed to work while it's day. Right. For instance, if you have a precious stone, all right, if the value in that precious stone goes up, that's going to be removed from public access, bro. Yep. They're going to put that thing in the safe, with a lock box, in a secluded area where nobody knows is at. Why? Because of the value of it. Right. And that's the same thing with the prophets. When the value of the prophet increases, when these prophecies start kicking, when Jacob's trouble come, the famine and the chip, when the prophecies kick, the prophets ain't going to be nowhere to be found. Man. Yep. And that's in anything. Anytime value in something increases, the accessibility decreases. So you people gonna learn, man, and stop misusing the prophets.
I just had a quick one. Yeah.
No, bring
okay, this going into what the brother was just saying. This Isaiah 55:6. It says, "Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near."
That's right.
Yeah. So shit, you can't wait around, man. You gotta get it now. Yep. You know,
he's near now.
Yeah.
Make no tarrying, man.
Right.
These prophecies don't is not on the calendar. It's not on the calendar, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2022, right. the first day of the implement of the chip. If it was like that, Jacob bullshit.
Yeah. See that. I'm glad you said that because that's what Esau does. Esau has, May Day and specific days where they want things to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they make it happen. But see, these prophecies right now, as we doing this, martial law can kick off in the left.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna know how it happened, what the fuck it happened, why it happened, anything.
Yeah.
It's gonna kick off just like that.
You're just gonna know it's happening.
Oh shit!
Sirens
and everything. Oh, it's time. Esau goes by a set schedule, a date, this, that, and the third to do his shit.
Right.
Well, how about Shemal Shai? Ain't no calendar for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. That's why it says, "Bless who he finds watching." Man.
That's right. That's why you gotta just be in the spirit. So when it comes, you won't be taken by surprise, man.
Right.
Because it's gonna come like the thief in the night.
There's
no need. Because it says for yourselves know well. You already know. You already know. So all you're doing now is you're just preparing. Okay? That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to just prepare. We don't know when it's gonna kick. We don't know when the date that martial law thing is gonna happen. We know it's gonna happen, so we gotta prepare for it. Okay, but a lot of you people ain't preparing. So when it pops off, the prophets that's been preparing gonna be in a whole different situation, man. We ain't gonna be going to no highways and byways for you, man. Here it is, all out chaos and race wars on the street. And we gotta go to camp, put our life on the line, and hell no.
We ain't getting out there.
Yeah, man. Hell no.
Hey, Jake gonna be out there.
Shalom,
Right. Prophesied. Ducking Molotov cocktails and chopper fire. Nah. We putting our life on the line for you now.
Right now. That's right.
We becoming that living sacrifice now, man.
That's right, bro.
You know? So in hopes that, you know, we can be spared when it kick off, man.
Right.
So when it kick off, the spirit of the Lord ain't gonna have brothers out there, man.
Nah.
Putting their life on the line for you raggedy niggas, man.
No.
Especially, you know, we doing this for the elect anyway. So if you out there in the middle of the shit getting it in, you ain't even thinking, man. You think brothers gonna be participating in riots and shit, man?
You know what I'm saying? Like Too Short got the saying, getting while getting is good. You know what I'm saying? This is the time to get it, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the time is good, man.
That's right.
You know? We ain't gonna forever be out there teaching, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you see the prophets of your city, your state, hey, going out there while you got a chance. The scripture speaks about Ecclesiastes. But those that know the law, you have about Shema Shah, while they get had liberty.
Right.
Hey, they gonna know it after death, what about name? You know what I'm saying? So shit.
Yeah, and what did Yahweh Shah? Yahweh Shah spoke the words when he completed his mission. What did he say? He said it is finished.
Yeah.
So it's gonna come a time where we'll be able to say that, Lord, what have we endured? The going to campus, it's finished. We did it. And now we got to get to the next. We got to get to the next one. It's closed. Yeah, and you see, brother, see. That's right. Like the elder said, you see the transition. You see, right now, man, the spirit having it set up to where there's no new members coming in Great Millstone, man.
Yeah, like
Salak
came. You good, like Isaiah 32:2. You're gonna be a high place from the wind.
Yeah, that's right. Covert from the tempest.
That's right.
You know, you have let's get that. We'll close out on that.
This 2nd Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to speak to our people, the words of prophecy. And what are the prophecies now that we mainly need to be speaking on is the prophecies of destruction, man. Now we bring out the kingdom of heaven, but we don't touch on it too much because before we get to the kingdom, we gotta get through the rough waters. So that's what they need to hear. You know? So that's what we speaking to the ears of our people. Go ahead.
That's the persuasion of men. It's lucky. That's how we persuade men. Hey, hell finna happen. Destruction finna go down. Get it now. You know what I'm saying? We persuade men. Go ahead.
Which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord.
Let's
go back to Matthew 10:20. It's not ye that speak, but what? Your Father will speak within you.
That's right.
You know, so he give us the word. We just his what? We his messages.
Yeah, we just a bullhorn.
Yep. That's right.
That's all we are, is a bullhorn, man. You know.
Then it says, verse 2, we call them to be written in paper,
right?
For they are faithful and true.
That's why we have what? We have these scriptures. So it calls them to be written in paper. All right. So before prophecies never came in the form of words. They always came through what? Through visions. Well, that's how prophecies always came, through visions. And there you go. So prophecies always came in visions. And then through the vision, they were commanded to write down the vision that they saw.
The way I say, write a plain upon paper. You to read it.
Yep, this is the race. You know. So you know, hey man, you know, hey brothers, you know, keep hitting them prophecies. You know, keep bringing out this word. Keep going into the chip, martial law, famine, the pestilence, spiritual powers. You know, growth, elevation. You know, the revelation of Yahweh Shai. Keep bringing out all these prophecies. Then eventually, the next phase of this truth gonna come, man, and that's enduring through Jacob's trouble in the time of tribulation, man. You know. So you want to say something?
I'm about to say, you know, Jake got this thing out speak it into existence.
Oh, yeah.
Well, through prophecy, we're speaking the downfall. We're speaking all this into existence.
That's right.
You know, everything that we've been saying through the Spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai has been happening because we've been speaking it to existence by reading these scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if prophets wasn't here, none of this would be happening right now.
That's right, brother.
Now that we here, we saying it, and now we can see it manifest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
That's right.
hey, you know, hey, like the elder was saying, speak prophecy. Just keep on fighting to spin power Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, and with that, we like to give all glory and honor and praises to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
and double honor to our apostles, a great millstone, citation, the acumen of four corners of the earth, pushing this truth. All right, sincerity, diligence, respect, fear, and trembling. All right, that Bible ball.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.